Hey guys, Stealth here and welcome back to From the Depths. This is the 13th, 14th episode of the series and I'm still here. The ship is still alive and in fact, off screen I have made the ship a lot bigger. As you might be able to tell, she has gained about, I think, 3 units of width per side, so that's a total of 6. And a lot of length. Because this ship is very much a longer ship now. Means that I also have a lot more props on the stern, more rudders, and she can do about 27 meters per second at this point. It's still not quite good enough to run away from a threat, but it should at least allow me to survive for a slightly longer period of time. Now, I still have smoke dispensers and laser warners all over the place, and I have my large missile launchers. I have 30,000 supplies currently, and I would like to build a railgun, but the thing is that I probably can't. I probably cannot do it. So what I need to do is first get some more supplies. I need to just generate some supplies either from one of those deposits that you can find, although right now I'm not really seeing any. Here. That's, nah, it's not that much. Over here's 341. We have the Repentance at 194,000 materials. That's a nice target. Over here, we have the Laco at 15,000. What else is there? Any other ships? Doesn't seem like it. Now, I also did some more changes to the innards of the ship. The ship also got taller, by the way, before I forget to mention it. She was initially this tall. This was the bottom. This is now the bottom. This is the keel. I have a lead keel to stabilize the ship some more. And I have on the outer side of the ship a blister. So this is going to probably stop frag shells, as well as if I have my system set up properly. And I'm not sure if this is enough. I have these, what was it? Surge protectors. Absorbs a huge amount of EMP damage, which effectively steers EMP strikes away from delicate computing equipment that might be destroyed. I have those and a water pump in every compartment to ensure that even if one compartment gets blown open, the rest of them, if they're secure, can still add to the survivability of the ship, and they're distributed vertically and horizontally. So I have some more components over here, and then a double layer hull. So I have one diagonal beam, then a horizontal beam, and then the empty compartment. So hopefully that's going to allow the ship to survive a lot more than she currently is. Now, I mentioned I want to build a railgun. But a railgun takes a lot of power. So what I want to do first is upgrade my missile launchers. And I'm thinking of turning these into larger missile tubes that just go along the length of the deck to ensure that I can add a lot more to them. So let's see if that's doable. Let's remove the whole missile launcher system. And then close up this part of the deck. Where possible with this new design, I have added 4-meter beams. So I'm hoping very much that that's going to make the ship as survivable as possible. I'm going to kick those small CWIS systems that I have off. Because they, they are the locations where I would like to put up the new weapon systems. The missile launchers, the large missile launchers. Alright, I have 50,000 supplies. After taking off the, well, let's say miniature CWIS and the large missile launcher. And I think that the large missile launcher is contributing a hell of a lot more to that than the small semi-CWIS systems. Which, as you guys have pointed out, don't work because I simply don't have a munition warner. Remove, and Oh, you were busy falling off the ship. Okay. Right? Yeah, these things are busy falling off the ship. Right. I could have these as underwater torpedo tubes or underwater missile launchers, but I want to keep them above deck. Let's set the midpoint here. I'm going to space them out so that if one side of the deck gets hit, the other part should be fine. At least, hopefully. I could, I suppose, put them on a spin block so that they're going to be pointing upwards slightly. Does that make sense? So I would have them like this and then slightly turned upwards. I'm not sure if that's useful. You know what? Let's try it. Let's experiment. Let's just extend it out from this turret. Then sub-objects, spin block. Then on here, we're going to have connectors. We're going to have the large missile launcher, but first a controller. Large missile launcher. Oh, I only need one. Okay, good. I'm thinking, how do I package this thing up? The fuck was that noise? I think it's the flak gun. Damn, that was loud. Oh, we're now overlapping with the defensive system. Right, that's not great, but it'll have to do. Okay, what we have now is a massive fuel tank, which is probably way more than I need. Duration 62 seconds. That's not quite what I require, because I want to stick that to about 40 seconds. Activator seeker head, yes. I want to have frag warheads, and I can transit about 5, say 6 kilometers, give or take a few. And it looks like I might immediately have a target for it, in the form of whatever the hell's that's chasing me down. The Repentance. Alright, I think it's time to start moving away from that thing. Oh, and one thing that might be useful. Add an IFF here before that missile decides that I myself am a very interesting target. Can't aim in that direction. I know. Missile away. Yeah, it's targeting the compact repair tentacle of the Repentance. I just hope it can turn in a decent fashion. It's gonna take a while, isn't it? We're doing some damage to the Repentance, but I'm not sure if it's enough. Because she still seems very, very healthy indeed. Come on, I need this thing to impact. I should add some more turning fins to this, because this is going to take an awfully long time if I want to start targeting something. Turn, 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 turn. Full ahead flank. That means that I'm going to be running through my power slowly, but that's alright. Boom. Ah, that hurt him a bit. He now has an open belly there. Damage report? 98%. Crap. That's not great. We're firing frags. Will we switch that to explosive ammo? It's going to take me another 8 seconds to load that. Oh, the flares are coming up. Are there missiles on the way? Quite possibly so. If these flares are popping off, that means that there are missiles inbound. Great. Yep, there they are. Incoming missiles. Weapon 1's loaded. The missile, the large missile. But the challenge is getting that thing on target. Alright, just launch it. Get it up. And it's gonna have to find the repentance all by itself. I have lost control of the ship as I have no more control block here. Aim point of the repentance. Yes, 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 yes. Turn, 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 turn. Structural integrity on the Glorious is 100%. Structural on the Repentance is 97%. The materials are dropping. This thing. You're going to sacrifice one fuel tank for a bunch of fins. It's going to sacrifice a bit of range. But that's acceptable. I just need that thing to actually be able to hit something. The missile is looking good. It's going right there. I'm looking for a high explosive hit on the starboard side of that aircraft. There we go. Did that notice it at all? Yeah. Down to 93%. My little flak pom-pom gun seems to be doing something. I hope it's enough though. Please rebuild the control station, because I would like to get control of the ship. I really also want to migrate down. There we go. We have control. There. Now the main gun is also opening up again. I just hope it's doing enough damage. There, launch weapon 1. That's a better turning circle. At the expense of fuel, but at least we can turn towards the target faster. Because I was trying to run away to at least give my missile some time to arm. And that seems to be happening. Here, have some of this. Well, looks like a lot of that ship just came off. 414,000 damage. Yeah, she's too low health. She's gone. Nice. That's a lot of supplies to pick up, isn't it? 13,000. I'll have some of that. Job done. Perfect. Now, I would like to take some control of that spin block here, that turning thing. Angle control. Resting angle, current angle. Let's say minus 20. It's up fairly high. Now I just need to copy this thing. Although, no, I can't quite copy it because it's not going to reverse. I need to sort of mirror that. Okay, sub-object, spin turn block. That one went here. And then we had, I think, 3 connectors or 2? 3 connectors, of which I really only need 2. Click, click. Large missile. Missile launcher. there. Large gantries. This is where the thing is going to get expensive. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7. 8. How many parts do you have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Alright. So the other one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Followed up with a controller. Oh crap, something else is engaging me. Let's slow it back down again. What we had these things set to was, I think, 3 fuel tanks. You know, I can just save this design, that's easier. You. Save and load. Congratulations, you're on slot 27. And you're gonna go to slot 27 and load that. There. I can set this thing to a spin angle. I think I set it to 20 degrees. And I'm gonna give it a swift push. Same for the other thing. Here. And then tell the whole thing that you are controller 1. And that you have an IFF. Preferably. I'm selecting the other one, I think. Yeah, here we go. IFF. What is pursuing me? Another repentance? Okay. Well, that's interesting. Both missiles away. My whole chair just went again. I really have to start migrating to a lower control position because I'm currently just blowing either myself up or I'm getting blown up a lot. And that's not quite what I want. I would very much like to do damage to them, not to myself. Now I'm considering adding 2 more missile launchers. 2 more large missile launchers at that. So that I can very quickly blow these large fuckers away. Because they are definitely trying their very best to do damage. This could, if it hits them in the same spot again, cripple it. Nope, we're gonna miss. Oh, but hold on. Uh-oh. Target wiped, aiming straight. Are you having trouble staying in the air? That's interesting. If it's having trouble staying airborne, maybe that's an interesting opportunity for me. Because that could mean that the torpedoes have an opportunity. And ideally, I could even try and hijack it. Turn towards it. Going out of control? Yes. That means it's disintegrating, right? I'm not sure if that's thanks to anything that I did. Continue to turn. Doing 29 meters per second here. Which for a ship is really fast. Because that's 100 kilometers an hour, or about 40 knots, 42 knots. No, actually almost 50 knots, I think. Ejecting. see it, I'm taking a lot of supplies here. Target below 80% and sinking. We got him. I think that the flak gun was the one that was capable of doing so much damage to the propulsion system that it actually fell out of the sky. That might be what's happening here. Whoa, again? Okay, there's more out here. Alright, if I do want to migrate to a lower position, I'd say this would make a decent spot. Because it's well below the bridge, in the middle of the ship. So, we're going to have an elevated, or just a chair. And we're going to have a fire control computer. I'm going to need a ship's wheel. And cameras. Now, I'm not sure if they work with screens or monitors or something. Text screen, video screen, here. Display, video screen, hologram projector. No, it's probably this what I want. I never worked with these things before, so I have no idea how they work. Ooh, that's a bit big. Okay, hold on. So this needs to be horizontal. I think. Video controller. Can control several video screens. I just need a video screen. Does it project it forward or back? Video controller. No, that's a display. Here's the controller. Select video screen. Unnamed video screen, yeah. I do need a camera. Wireless camera. Provides fixed viewpoint that can be accessed through a control terminal. Great for manually controlling the vehicle from an enclosed cockpit. Sounds like a plan. I can put that on top of the bridge. Just hope it doesn't get blown off the entire time. Configure. Zoom level 1, stabilization level fine. I just need to know if that works. Controller. Yeah, okay. So you control it. Great. How do I make this thing display what I want it to display? Ah, there we go. Ta-da! It's looking the... We're getting somewhere. It's looking the wrong way and it's upside down. So I probably need to put it over here. And remove that one. Then tell it to have a certain width. Turn on. Camera. There we go. I just need to find a slightly better spot for this thing. I need to put it up like that. That's the deal. It needs to be positioned like this. So it has to be about this big. Turn on. Camera wireless. There we go. Now I could probably put my control things behind me. As weird as that is. So the control is going to be behind me. I'm just going to be watching the screen the whole time. Set the fire computer over there. And remove that. Now I just have to have a way to get down there. Give me a door. Standard door will do. Or actually, I could just jump off the bridge. Just open the door. Jump in. Take a seat. And go and watch television. Because if I now press H, I can start to control the ship. Perfect. So that means that I can seal the deck back up. I'm not planning on boarding anybody anytime soon. So just board it back up. And we're done. That means that the bridge doesn't really have a purpose anymore, aside for looks. Now, I got, I think, some supplies, but not all of them. 30,000, I got none of that. Hard to starboard. Let's slow down a bit more. The Glorious salvaged 13,000 materials, okay. It's a decent amount, but I want more. There is more. There's that 30k something out there. Just where? Yeah, there. Just continue turning to starboard. Slow down a bit more. Recharge the batteries while we're doing it. I could probably do with a... Yeah, let's try that. With a prop that pushes, so a bow thruster. Water. Huge propeller. I'm going to put that over here, if the game allows me to. Those are too wide, yes? So water, huge propeller. Oh, they're 3x3 in fact. Turner preset, okay. Is that going to help? It seems to. Let's go to 0 propulsion. Speed to 1. And I want to turn starboard. Yeah, there we go. Turning. There, I think, up ahead, is the flare that I'm looking for. Now, I think I can spruce this up. Because what I might be able to do is build a whole virtual control system here. So I would have another metal beam here. And I would have probably 2 more video controllers. Oh, they need to be just a bit taller. Here. I'm going to have 2 video screens. Not like that. Like that. Make that thing 3? 4? 4. Other side as well. And then we're going to have some cameras on here. Camera. Where's camera? Because I can just have those things looking out this way. And I can probably get a pretty good, not 360, but at least sort of a 180 to 270 degree vision here. On. That's the starboard side, I think. Yeah, that's the port side. On. Zoom level none. Camera. There. It's not too shabby. I now have a pretty decent control over my environment. Or at least information about what's going on. This thing is set to 4 as well. Yeah, look at that. I might be able to go for 5, 5, and 5. 5, 5, and 5. It's not quite perfect, but not bad. And I could probably also put a camera on a spin block so that I can control that and use that to zoom in, zoom out, and do all sorts of fancy stuff so that I can better identify what I'm looking at, because of course I cannot zoom in anymore. But I wonder if there's a control that I can tie to that. No. Fortunately not. Anyway, I got my 80,000 supplies. So I got the 30,000, and that means that the last thing that I want to do for today is sort of package up my newly found weapon systems. These things. Because if these get hit, they are going to blow up spectacularly. So let's ensure that they have at least some protection here. Let's remove that. Yeah, I might as well make them a bit longer. That's fine. 1, 2, 3. Oh, we're on the right. Hold on. I gotta be careful not to remove the spin block. 1, 2, 3. Then a, what is that, a 2 meter? 2 meter beam. Single block. Slopes. Put some more slopes on here. You know what, I might just end up removing the whole bridge. Because for now it's actually getting in the way of using some of my weapon systems. So right now it's no longer beneficial for me. You know what, I could just set the mirror mode here, can I? No, because the game doesn't quite understand what I'm building. Can't really blame it. 1, 2, 3. Spin. 1, 2, 3. And some slopes underneath. Or sorry, some standard blocks underneath. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Alright, and then I'll make the launcher a bit larger, a bit longer. Oh. There we go. Alright, starting with another torpedo sonar. These could make for some fantastic torpedoes though. But I want an activator seeker. I want another explosive warhead. I want another fin on the back. Fuel tanks, have enough for 30 seconds. Let's change that. 40 seconds. This is going to be another explosive warhead. Activator seeker. Guidance activation before delay, yes. Thrust before locking on, let's say about 50%. So that it's going to turn first and then move towards it. Ramp time, let's say a good 5 seconds. This means that I have 40 seconds at about 150 meters per second. So let's say a range of 6 kilometers, dealing an explosive damage of 57,609. Reload time 36 seconds, lifetime 40 seconds, thrust duration 40 seconds. Yeah. Decent weapon, I'd say. But of course, feel free to disagree and change my opinion on it. Alright, I'm going to package this one up off screen, and then very soon I'm going to be back with another episode. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, subscribe, give it a like, and I'll see you soon for another episode.